I grew up, helping to take care of my great grandmother when she would come to visit. She had Alzheimer's and dementia. And I could just remember like my friends coming over and they're like, this is so strange and different. But like to
Mhm,
me, it
mhm,
was, just helping somebody I loved. So
mhm, mhm.
just, I think I just saw the world differently from a young age for sure.
Right. Wow. Okay. So, and then at 12 years old, you said you saw a spirit at the end of your bed,
Yes.
and then did you said it didn't really happen much right after that until much later in life? Like,
Yeah,
tell us what happened in between.
it was sporadic. So that first encounter, I don't believe I was scared because, I felt like the spirit was going to harm me. I was just scared because, like, what is going on? What is happening?
Hmm, hmm,
Kind of thing.
hmm,
Um, but the spirit presented as a young male, and I do believe and know in my heart that it was actually my grandfather, but he was presenting younger to
hmm,
not scare
hmm,
me as bad.
hmm, hmm,
Um,
hmm. Wow.
mhm. And uh, then there would just be things, there would be knowing. See, with the developing with the mediumship, I think I've probably had a lot more mediumship experiences that I just wasn't aware of at the
Hmm,
time
hmm, hmm.
because,
Right.
the TV sensationalizes it like they're all going to be these giant moments. But
Hmm,
a
hmm,
lot
hmm,
of
hmm,
mediumship is just so subtle, and there's
hmm.
just this trusting in spirit.
Yeah.
So I'm sure I've had a lot more than I was, aware of at the time. But
I love that too. That's interesting too because I feel that too. Like you'll remember now, like, oh my God, when this happened, it was a message coming through, or it was, some sort
mhm,
of connection to the other realm. And I think, also like what you just said, is related to the idea of exercising that muscle, right?
yeah,
And great. I love this story so far.
thank you. Yeah, and I think one thing I learned with mediumship also was, when you randomly think of somebody, it's not random. They are
Mhm,
actually there with you in the moment.
mhm,
So I
mhm,
think that happens to everybody all the
mhm,
time.
mhm.
So that's
Yeah.
kind of just, think about that and be aware of that
Yeah.
person in spirit is right with you.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I always try to, not always, but very recently, I try to comfort people